Hey guys, welcome to Khalida Vlogs, and today we are working on part two of our World Safari series, and we're going to work on Kalimdor, the only one that I don't have because it's not June. So, again, like last time, I'm just going to give you brief synopses of the easier ones to get. I'm not going to piddle around and tell you how to get each and every one because you don't want to listen to me talk that long, and I don't want to talk that long. So I didn't talk about this one in the Eastern Kingdoms one, but chicken only really shows up on farms or in camps, and they're predominantly in Alliance territory. So if you go to Red Ridge, they're in the camps. If you go to Westfall, they're on the farms. If you go to Duskwood, they're in the camps, etc., etc. Crystal Spider, you will only find, I think you can find them elsewhere besides Mount Hydro, but the best place to find them is to go into Winter Spring and check the lake here and Frost Whisper Gorge. The Dimetrodon hatchling is in Angora. Why did I close that? And they're in this area, and you need to find where the elder Dimetrodons are. Don't kill them, kill the other ones, and if you follow an elder one around, every 5 minutes they'll spawn a new one, like the infected or infested bear cubs were in Hillsbrad. The Minfernals. Minfernals are a humongous pain in the ass. They only spawn in this area here, the Shatterscar Vale, in the little spawn. There'll be big infernal guys around there, and they'll spawn inside the little green areas. But they're rare, and nobody's been able to figure out what their spawn timer is. And if you're flying over them, not on a flight path, but if you're flying over them just on your mount, you will sometimes see them and then you land and they disappear, and that's because of cross-realm zoning. So your best bet is to just hover above one and just kind of camp it. You might get lucky and they'll be there. When they spawn, they will spawn in all 5, so if you see a couple people, just try and find one that doesn't have many. There should be 3 or 4 in each little hole in the ground, I guess, for lack of a better word. The Kiraji Guardling. Now this one, we only know where it is, kind of. It has never been in live, it was only in beta, because this one only becomes available in the summer, and it's June 21st, I believe, until August. The end of August or beginning of September. And in the beta, it spawned near the gates of AQ, both of them, so you'll find them in and around there. Again, I don't have this one. This is the one that I'm missing to get Zookeeper, the World Safari, the title you get with World Safari. So this one you cannot get until June 21st, but that's coming up pretty quick here. Seagull. Seagull is listed as only showing up in Daenerys in this area here, and that's not entirely true. You can find it as a regular pet in Krazarang Wilds. I will show you where. Right along this area, the coast here by Lion's Landing. Horde, you don't actually have to go into Lion's Landing, you can kind of go in this area here. So if you're in Jade Forest, and there's kind of this little shore area here that turns into Krazarang, by this little bump here is where it turns over. That's where you're going to want to look. That's probably your best bet, right in here. And they'll show up, I don't know if they show up as primary, but I know that's where I caught mine as a secondary, I'm pretty sure. And they will also show up as secondary to the glowflies on Dark Moon Island, just like the crows do. Silithid Hatchling is another pain in the rear one. This one only shows up in Noxious Lair and Gaping Chasm, but there needs to be a sandstorm going on in Daenerys, and even then, they may not show up. It's an RNG pet that spawns during an RNG event. So you basically just kind of have to park and alt there, kind of like I said to do for the baby ape in Stranglethorn. Snowy Owl you cannot get anymore. Snowy Owl only appears in Winter Spring in the winter, and it spawns November 1st, despawns the last day of February. So it's March 1st, it's gone. So this one you unfortunately can't get anymore, you'll have to wait until November. And the last one that I have on here is the Spawn of Onyxia, and that one is in Dustwallow, right around this little Onyxia's lair, where the entrance to the raid is. and they spawn all the way around the mountain. And again, rare spawn. So if you're farming for a rare, try and do it in off hours. They will show up right at the reset, and then they have a couple other spawn times in between. It varies. They don't have, and nobody's been able to figure out an exact time, which tells me that it's RNG. So yeah, just fly around, park an alt there. There's a few that you're gonna have to park. Initially, this was the only way you could get the family reunion pet. The flying version of, or dragonkin, sorry, of family reunion, but since they've added the other ones, the Caldera, the one in Caldera, the Whelpling, whatever it's called. Let's look, because I can't think of the name. The Nexus Whelping. Nexus Whelpling. So yeah, now you can get that achievement. So you used to only be able to get that achievement either by getting exalted with the Aura of the Cloud Serpent, or by farming the spawn of Onyxia. So that's it. It's, again, pretty straightforward. Some of them you're going to have to do a little bit of camping. This one I found you had to do more camping than with the Eastern Kingdoms one, and the ones you're going to have to camp are the Minfernal, the spawn of Onyxia, and for the first few, I'm going to say for the first week that the Kiraji Guardling in Silithus spawns, you're going to probably have to do that. Just kind of go in off times if you can, because everyone's going to be trying to get that title. And remember, you don't have to catch a rare to get them, you just have to catch one. So catch one, get your achievement, and then you can work towards getting a rare later once it becomes less of a hot item. Anyway, like and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Have a beautiful day.